Okay,
Uh,
there's my
Recording in progress. Okay, I'm such a goofball. It's fine. Okay, so listen, this is week 3 of our little series here. I am obviously Robin to Manny, and Stacy, you are
what?
Stacy. How do you say your
I
last
am
name?
Stacy. Hi.
About?
Stacy,
Hi.
hi. Oh, well, duh. Okay.
It's one of
And
my favorite.
sorry, this is week 3 of our little series here, and what we're going to focus on is kind of 2 things this week. We are going to focus on really this thing that you may have heard of or may not have heard of. It's called attraction marketing, but it's also the art of follow-up. And so I'm going to kind of start, and then Stacy, you can chime in too, of course, and then same thing with your little part here. But when we talk about Scentsy, and when somebody asks me, like, or I suggest to them, hey, you should really try this, they always come back to me and say, oh my God, I don't sell things, or I'm not a salesperson, or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you what, I've never sold a darn thing in my entire life, and I can still to this day I truly feel like I've never sold something in my entire life, because I utilize this method, and it's called attraction marketing. Okay. You want to know how you get people to come to you, how you get people to ask you about the Scentsy opportunity instead of you ask them. You want to know how you get people to buy something from you without you being like, hey, buy it. I'm going to talk to you about attraction marketing today. Full disclosure, attraction marketing is not something that is done overnight. It is something just like everything else in the Scentsy world. It is done with consistency. It is done with something that is done repetitively. It is done with something that is done intentionally. So take that for note. Consistency, repetitively, but not like over repetitively. It's not something you do over and over again in some cases, but just know it's not done overnight. So let's talk, Stacy, let's go ahead and show them kind of like the definition of Google. And I'm a teacher, so this is me, okay? This is my wheelhouse of like showing things. I'm visual, okay? When I went on to Google and I was like, okay, how do I explain what attraction marketing is? This is what it says. It says a strategy where customers are being attracted to purchase something without being told to do so. You let them see how good it is. So what attraction marketing is not is you posting, and you see on your screen if you're sharing it here, right? You showing a flyer that says, okay, check out the pods. They're 2 for $50. I don't know how much they are off the top of my head. Okay, 2 for $10, and then you could get a bundle, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing wrong with sharing a flyer every once in a while if it's the best way to advertise something. Like sometimes in Scentsy, for that example, like the licensed items like Disney or whatever, like that's kind of our choice. We have to use a flyer to show a lot of that stuff coming. But like if you want long-term people coming to you, attraction marketing, take this other example you see on your screen. Okay. I utilize my Facebook page, not just my VIP group. My VIP group is phenomenal, and there are certain things I will share in there that I won't share on my profile, okay? But like my profile page, how do I say this? I've monetized my Facebook, okay? I have monetized my Facebook page in a way that attracts people. And I've done it all very intentionally. When I started first learning about this little concept of attraction marketing about 2.5 years ago, I've done Scentsy almost 4 years. So I tried to figure it out. Attraction marketing is selling without selling, if I put that simply. You show them how good something is, and then they ask you about it. So for example, notice like the fragrance flower. I never said, hey, look, it's a fragrance flower. It's like an oil diffuser. It's $16. Who wants one? That's awful. Instead, I'm like connecting with my moms. Okay, hand up if you're ready for spring. I'm connecting with those people who are over winter. I'm connecting with moms who are ready for the playground. I'm connecting with people who like puppies and sunshine, who need it, who are in the seasonal affective disorder with me, okay? Just showing them this flower. I'm not saying 19,000 people purchased that flower right after, but I'm showing it off, right? So there's a big difference between me showing something that I use and love in a really cute picture versus me showing pods, if that makes sense. Stacey, how else, you've done this too, right?
Yeah.
And
Instead
ask away,
of
y'all.
like I'll show like how I set up my decorations in my house. Like my Christmas setup, I think I have more warmers than other decorations. Like my Christmas village isn't a Christmas village without all of my warmers. So it's more of showing it. Yeah, Crystal, I will tell you, Robin knows this. I am like awful about taking pictures of myself. I am horrible about it.
Vulnerability, which is why your video ain't on, girl. Get your video on. Look at me.
Okay,
I
I
love
just
you.
watched it,
And
all the walls of a room.
but I feel you. I get it. And you have to, it's you. If that, I don't want to say that this is going to sound like this is going to sound wrong. It's a you thing. Okay.
Yes.
It's a you thing. You have to move past that. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. I love the crystal square.
Hi.
It's a you thing. It's something that you're telling yourself in your head that I don't look good. I feel stupid. I look whatever.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
You know what? We're going to keep going because this is going to touch on that. All right,
Mhm.
Stacey, hit for me, babe. Hit for me, okay? Here's the deal. This attraction marketing thing is only, it is literally only going to work for you, okay? If you do four things. All right, so we kind of know what attraction marketing is. It's not selling, it's sharing. It's only ever going to work for you if people, number one, people know you, and if they really know you. I'll touch on that in a second. If they like you, if people trust you, and if you become and remain consistent with the sharing of this stuff. Okay. When people know you, they will automatically, if they know you and like you, I should put that together. If they know you and just generally like you as a person, they're more likely to trust you. When they trust you, they will watch you. When they watch you, then they're going to hear you or think of you, and they will think of whatever you're saying as something that's worth reading. They will be valued to what you're saying. All right. If I don't like somebody, I'm just going to say what I've said. If I don't like somebody and they post something, I just roll my eyes and I move on. Okay. But if I can make a connection, if someone makes a connection with me and that relationship is there, even if it's not like a strong relationship, if it's just something that I trust in them, right? I'm more likely to read or say what they think, right? That's the truth. Now, if you're inconsistent with those things or sharing stuff, not selling stuff, but inconsistent, then you're never going to get that trust in the product. Okay. You naturally have to just kind of share. And I utilize Instagram stories. If you follow me, watch my stories. I utilize Facebook, my regular page, and my VIP group, and Instagram automatically connects to Facebook. If you did not know that, if you connect the two, it's like a double whammy. It posts there and there at the same time. It's beautiful. But I do that so that I can build trust and remain consistent. If I'm not consistent with sharing how Scentsy is used in my life, and I'm not all about selling it, I'm sharing how I'm using it and what I like about it and what I'm liking, what I'm not liking, my warmers, all the things, me changing wax, my thoughts on things, then I'm inconsistent. If I don't share that, I'm inconsistent and people forget about me. They forget about me being associated with Scentsy, you know? So you have to kind of keep those things going. Now, when you use attraction marketing, okay, so you can kind of hit the slide here, but when you use attraction marketing to your advantage, people buy you.
Mhm.
People buy you. There are over 100,000 Scentsy consultants. Don't quote me on that, but I'm estimating.
I think it's 138,000 or 183, one way or the other. They just
People,
told us the other day.
yeah, it was one of those, right? People
Mhm.
buy you. They choose you. They choose you for a reason, probably because they like you, probably because they know you, and most likely because they trust you. Like, no trust, okay? They could pick somebody else, and sometimes they do, right? They might choose someone else because they like them more, know them more, and trust them more. So if you're not sharing you and who you are, however that looks, whether that's at a home party, although you only have an hour to really like connect, okay? That's where social media comes into play. because that's an everyday thing. People are obsessed with social media. Frankly, if I didn't do Scentsy, I'd be off of it. I hate social media, but like I'm using it for my advantage. Okay. People buy you. I want you to think what makes you stand out compared to other Scentsy representatives, because there's over 100,000 of us. Okay. What makes you stand out? I'm going to tell you something right now. Posting a big old flyer that says, hey, pods are for sale. I'm not dissing you, because I mean, I've done it too, because there's sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to post. But like, think about it. Be mindful about it. Pods for sale, 10 for da 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 da. Everybody could share that. Everybody could. And that ain't gonna catch my attention. I mean, it might if I know I love pods and I want to know what smells are coming. But someone who's never heard of pods, they're gonna be like, what? What the heck's a pod? Okay. Just saying, pod. The key to attraction marketing is to share you because people choose you. People pick you for a reason. Okay. Be real. This is so vulnerable and it's terrifying. I'm going to tell you what, a real quick story, backstory, and I'm going to be fast about it, I promise. Before I did Scentsy, I went by my dog's name on social media. Rye was my first name. Durr. Who the heck does that? Sorry, I'm a teacher. I shouldn't have said that. Because it's going to be on social media and all the things, but it's fine. I went by Ryder because I was scared of people. Who does that? Okay. And I even have my dog as my profile picture. Whatever. Just don't judge my life. But like I was scared. I was scared to be vulnerable. I was scared to put myself out there. I was terrified. Okay. Now I got a picture of me. Look at this screen. That's my blankie. I'm 33 years old, I think. 34. I'm not sure. But my blankie is a disaster. That's my blankie I'm holding. Okay. I washed it with Scentsy Clean and it was worth smelling. Smells so good because I snuggle that thing. If I don't have that at night, I don't fall asleep. I shared it. I can't believe I shared it, but I did. That's me. Goofball, anxiety-ridden girl who needs her blankie at 34. In my disaster looking of a, what's that, laundry room. I don't have no perfect laundry room. Heck, the paint ain't even all painted because the weird old owners before us didn't paint it all, okay? I don't have some perfect life. You've seen my playroom. I get real hype about this. Don't judge me, okay? You've seen my playroom, my kids' family room. We got crap everywhere all the time, but I show a picture of my cute warmer because it makes me happy, okay? Share you. It's scary as crap, but once I've done it, I'm gonna tell you this. I have gotten more, it's not about the likes either, but I've gotten more engagement. Real, authentic engagement and connections when I am me, when I'm showing the real, when I'm showing the mess, when I'm showing my hair look like it does right now, when I'm showing the unpolished, because nobody wants fake. Ain't nobody gonna buy something from fake. You can share Scentsy without selling it. I think Crystal Roop, if you're still on here,
I am.
Mm-hmm.
your cousin gave me the best, I'm gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, gave me the best compliment when we were at the home office, or not home office, where the heck were we? What's that thing called? The reunion, not the
World
reunion.
tour?
Yes, she turned around and said, I associate you with Scentsy, and you are so authentic. And I've been trying to be authentic. I didn't really know what that meant. All I knew that meant was just be you. Whatever. Okay. If you want to see me, this is me. But she gave me the best compliment ever. She turned around when they're talking about authenticity and she's like, that's you. I know you and I see you and you're all the things. That's you. You've done a really good job with that. And I was like, well, thank you. And it almost made me cry because I know that what I'm trying to do is be me because people purchase from me. I hope I'm driving that point home. They're purchasing from me because they like me, they know me, and they trust me, and I ain't fake. You see what you get. And my house is a mess and it's okay. And I got a dog who's pooping on the floor and I'm going to squirt it with Scentsy Fresh because it smells good. Okay. Like that's me.
She loves
That's
you. She
real.
watches all your videos.
And I love, and she does. I am nothing polished on those videos. I am very raw. Okay. It's real, but people want that. Okay. I hope you follow that. Okay. And I'm going to click, go ahead, click. Because I don't have 45 minutes here, even though I could talk about this for 45 minutes. I'm going to say one more thing. Okay. Well, really two. People choose you. You are your brand. Scentsy is not your brand. You are your brand. You are what people choose. Scentsy just kind of comes along for the ride. Okay. But remember that you are your brand. Scentsy is not your brand. If you're sharing Scentsy, just buy it, buy it, buy it. People are going to unfollow. Okay. If you can somehow figure out a way to incorporate Scentsy in your everyday life, which you do anyway, because you're on here, you love Scentsy, you're using it. That's step one. Show how you're using it, okay? And then you'll figure it out. But like, you are your brand. People choose you for a reason and they trust you. So therefore, they go by Scentsy because you say it's good. So they know it's got to be good, right? And so I want you to think about who you are, right? For me, if I really had to think about this and it took a while, okay? But like, everything you say and everything you do represents your brand. And so when I utilize my social media, my profile, my Facebook, not no Star City Sensations, but Robin Tamani's Facebook, here's what I think I associate myself with. Number one, a mom who doesn't have their crap together half the time. Okay. A teacher, because that's who I am. A dog mother. These are things I post about, notice. Somebody who is an advocate for anxiety and depression because I've been there. I am there. I've been there. Okay. A leader who likes helping people in a lot of different ways, somebody who's humorous, I like funny crap, okay, and somebody who loves smells. But that's my niche, okay? And I'm still figuring out my niche, but that's me. That's what people follow me for, okay? One of those things, and they can relate to that. Think about if you scroll through your Facebook, your personal Facebook, who do people associate you with? Do they know you? Like, do they really know you? Because that's really who I am. Someone who doesn't have their crap together. I'm a teacher. I'm a dog mom. I'm somebody who loves smells. And literally all those points, that's me. I make a point, a very good point to show that. Because that's who I really truly am in my heart. That's me. If you go back through your Facebook, I want you to go through your Facebook later and I want you to look at it and say, would somebody know who I am by what I share on Facebook? And if the answer is no, then share you. Share your kids, share the mess, share yourself, share what you like, share something that makes you happy, all the things. Because people are choosing you for a reason. If they don't know you, how do you expect them to like you, trust you, and like understand like what you're selling without selling it, you know? Go ahead and hit the space bar real quick, and then I'm gonna share one more thing. Um, I want to go to the Be Real one real fast. Go to the Be Real.
Oh, I must have skipped it. Sorry.
That's okay. So attraction marketing doesn't just fit with like selling Scentsy, but it also fits in there with, I'm going to say selling, but I don't mean selling, like selling or sharing the opportunity. Okay. When we talk about something called attraction marketing can also be used to build and grow a team. Okay. It's terrifying. It's vulnerability. And I almost pooped my pants whenever I first shared one of these things because I was like, oh my God, people are going to read this and I'm scared they're going to judge me. I'm scared they're going to think I'm bragging. I'm scared they're going to think X, Y, and Z. After you stop caring what they think is the moment the magic happens. And so notice some of these posts. I utilize social media, y'all, and I hope that this is like helping you figure out your social media, like, you know, presence. But like, look at that. I shared almost a paycheck, okay? I shared how Scentsy is making me happy because it's more than just wax, because it really does make me happy. That's my truth. It's more than this. It's all these things, okay? Share the recognition Scentsy gives you. They send you something every month if you do something cool. Your leader might send you something cool, like a little postcard that says, hey, you were 10 out of 150 or whatever. I don't know. Share your paycheck. Share your reel. Share your story. Share your testimony. Share what this does for you in small ways. Share what it does for you in big ways. Share what it does for your family. That was terrifying for me. That was absolutely terrifying for me to do all of that. But I'm going to tell you what, I do it. And People are watching. This goes back to being vulnerable. If you can be vulnerable, then you're being real. You have a support system of all these Scentsy gals and men, okay, that are around us that understand, like you, love you, and trust you, and know what you're feeling, and know that what you're saying is true. So you will never be without support because we get it. But I'm going to tell you what, you start sharing your littles and your big wins, whether that be your Starbucks cup that you bought, whether you got your nails done because of Scentsy, maybe you just paid for a doctor visit. Perhaps you paid for your kids' college textbooks with your Scentsy paycheck. Whatever it is. Maybe you went on a vacay. I'm going to Hawaii. Like, that's a big one, but like, I'm talking small. You bought groceries. That's real. You want to attract people to you, you have to share the real. Otherwise, it's fake. Don't be fake. Share the real. Because that's what's believable. Because it is believable. Because it's real. I promise you, you're going to see. Go ahead and click for me. You're going to see, if you do that consistently, people are watching. Crystal Robinson, I love you, and I'm speaking to you right now, girl. I had no clue you were watching me. No clue. I added you as a friend because I knew you knew Ashley, and I was like, oh, fine, a new friend. She likes Ashley. I like Ashley. We must like something similar. No clue. And it's Ashley, or you call me up, hey, I've been watching you. I'd like to join Scentsy. I did a dance, a happy dance. I had no clue, no clue. And you're a blessing, and you're a rock star. What? People are watching. It ain't about who's liking. I promise you, people are watching. Crystal Robinson, I know you're in a thing right now, but like, can you speak on that? Do you know how to hit unmute? You were watching. Let's give her a second. Click your screen and then hit unmute. You'll see it like in the bottom corner, maybe.
Yes, I see it. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, you were
Mhm.
watching me. I had no clue.
Yes, I was watching you,
I
and obviously
attracted you in some way, yes?
did. You when I saw those business cards at the apartments and I read your little story, I was like, oh my gosh, because I've been wanting to sell it for so long, and I um I just didn't have the right person. And then you come along and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to, like, you're just like the sweetest and just like so energetic, and you inspired me to do better and better every single day. I love it.
But like, no, like I wasn't trying to attract you. I kind of was, but I'm sharing me because there's other me's out there, that feel it, to need it, somehow need Scentsy. You know what I mean? There's other people like me that I can connect with that need this too. And that's my goal with attraction marketing. Okay. And there's this saying, and I'm going to finish so Stacy can go. I hope this is helpful. Thumb up if this is helpful to hear. Anybody? Yes? Okay. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. However, you can feed him some hay and make him thirsty. Just saying. And that's with people watching you. Okay. There's this quote I found. It says, whet their appetite, make them curious, pull them towards you. People are way more, if we're talking social media, stories, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. People are way more interested to explore something that provokes curiosity rather than you sharing, hi, this is Scentsy. You can join for $3,000. Okay, joking, not 3,000, but don't be a billboard. God bless America. Don't be a billboard. Like, share you. The moment you all share what Scentsy has done for you and be vulnerable is when the magic will happen. Because Crystal Roop, Crystal Robinson, Cindy, whoever's listening here, I guarantee something Scentsy has done for y'all is something somebody needs. How often do I need my coffee in the morning? Often, okay? But I bet there are people watching my story that say, dang, I wish I could go get that Starbucks every day like Robin. Therefore, Scentsy becomes the solution. Or dang, I wish I could take my kids on that Myrtle Beach trip this for a random week away because she can. And I'm gonna tag Scentsy in that because that's what it's doing for me, okay? But there are people watching who say, dang, I wish. And then I offer the opportunity and they're like, if that did that for her, then it could work for me. You see what I'm saying? I'm attracting these people because I'm truthful. Crystal Roop, you paid for your groceries or something with Scentsy money. There are people following you that need that.
do.
I don't know if that's true, but like, you know what I'm saying?
It
Like, I'm
is.
giving an example, but like, it does that, guys. It does that. Be the solution for them. But they don't know it's a solution until you share it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't share it, how the heck are they supposed to know it's a solution to a problem that they have? Just saying. So I don't know. I'm gonna pause me because I could get really pumped about this and talk a lot about it, but I hope that's helpful. Stacey, I want you to talk about like follow up and how like that really is the magic. We talked about it last week a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. Like it really is where it is. Like if you don't do it, then you're sinking your own ship. How do I say that, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So this is just because I saw it and it made you think like everyone only ever sees our successes. So like I posted about Hawaii, I posted last weekend because we are remodeling our laundry room. And honestly, other than my husband's Lowe's card that had like a $1,500 limit, the rest of it was straight from my show last weekend. I paid in cash for probably about 75% of what we had to pay. So like I had a show, well, I've had a show 2 weekends in a row. I saved all of that cash and that's how we pay. So people are seeing those successes, but they're not seeing that you are working every single day, not on social media. You have to put in the late nights, you have to put in the time, the energy. So when I saw this, it just really made you think like everyone only sees this much. They only see the shining light. They don't see all of the time. So you have to remember that even if you see our successes, know that it's not just the shining light. Like you have to be putting in the time, which is where your follow-up comes. So this is always like one of my things that I look at is I'm a numbers person. Like I teach high school math. I teach geometry and algebra 2 and everything about my life is numbers for the most part. And I'm going to be I'm getting my degree in accounting. So numbers are what I do. But looking at this, if you look all the way down here, 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. You have to contact someone 5 to 12 times before they're going to order. Just let that sink in. Like 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So that just makes you start realizing that just talking to someone once and they say no does not mean don't go back and talk to them. So I actually started getting online and looking at all of the different ways that Scentsy consultants have their follow-up. So I know that my superstar director loves her 2x2x2. So we'll go through it and actually she shares with us her slides from Scentsy. Yeah. Robin's face is hilarious because I can't 2x2x2.
I gotta tell you something. So I'm good at follow-up. I don't have a method, and that's a weakness. My method is madness. I'm being truthful with y'all because my life is madness because I work full time, have 2 children under the age of 6. I whack-a-mole. My method is go back through my order history, touch base, but hold on, I'm gonna say this to you. Follow-up doesn't always mean you need more Scentsy. Hi. Follow-up can also look like you engaging with them on social media. Follow-up can also look like you personally messaging them to say something about a share they said on Facebook of like, my mom's in the hospital. Follow-up could be like, hey, I'm praying for your mama. Because I do mean that. I really am. I might not say it because not everybody types everything all the time, okay? Because I'm thinking it doesn't mean I type it or vice versa. But like, Angie told me once, that's my star director, follow-up doesn't necessarily mean, hi, would you like a refill? No, follow-up can
No.
be just relationship building. And so when Stacy said like 5 to 8, 12 times or whatever that number was, my brain is not math related, but like that's why we connect so well. Like we're the yin and the yang. But
We
like
are.
follow-up does not have to mean that you've contacted them 5 times to be like, would you like some more wax? It can include that in one of those 5 to 8 times or whatever it was, but like there's other connections you're making along the way.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. It doesn't always have to be,
Yeah.
do you need a refill on your laundry stuff? You know?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna stop because my method is whack-a-mole, so I'm listening to you.
So her whack-a-mole probably half the time. So I've tried several of these, and actually, as I was searching, part of the reason the video for Jackie Duran is up here is because when I was searching, I was like, I want to try this because I can put the app on my phone and I want to see how it works. So I actually just learned what Trello was yesterday, probably, when I was trying to figure out all of the different methods. Project broadcast, or Robin, you use text, what is it called? Text me, or so there's a couple of them that are similar, but
I don't remember what it's called, but I know it's something text me something, and it's a way to mass text a personal message to a lot of people
yeah.
because I have over 800 customers, which is phenomenal. And I'm thankful for every single one of y'all if you're watching this, but like, woo! That would take me 17 days to text every single person.
Yeah. So project broadcast or text me, there are ways. You do have to pay for them, but it is a way to make your life easier. I've used a spreadsheet in the past. My spreadsheet doesn't always stay up to date. That's my biggest thing. I know that I personally am not good with consistency. So new job starts in 2 weeks, so hopefully I can be more consistent. Google Keep is another one, but Google Keep, I use it for a few different things, but it's on my phone. So my Google Keep is on my phone, so I can keep track of things. Like I have my Scentsy to-do list on here all the time. So people start using that for their follow-up to like put week, first time follow-up, 1 month, things like that. There's a binder method. I actually have all of the links somewhere to send you guys. I used it. I got away from it because I got really lazy. I will tell you the last time I did it was the beginning of September. Oh my goodness. I posted about Hawaii and my messages are blowing up now. I shouldn't have done it. And then I will tell you, good old notebook. I have a notebook that's actually in my purse that I keep track of who's sending me orders throughout the day so that when I sit down, I can remember, because otherwise I'm going every direction every day. So, oh crud. Hold
Hey,
on.
look on Google Keep, friends, real fast. So here's my app for Google Keep. I don't know if we can see it, but it's free on any phone.
Mhm.
If you have a Google account, like a Gmail account. And this is how, I know we can't really see this, but this is how I keep track of, like, if someone texts me, hey, I want the aristocrats thing. Oh my God, I can't remember that while I'm on the go. So
Right.
type in their name, aristocrat thing. And if I have a minute, I'll say, okay, how much is that with tax? And I'll put it next to it. And when they pay me, I just hit the little like box thing and it
Because
puts a
it
check
marks it
mark by
off.
their name.
Yes.
Yes, it's pretty amazing. And so then I know if it's got a check mark, they paid because I'm on the go. This is my business right here.
Mhm.
I don't have time whenever I'm at gymnastics to pull out a notebook. I mean, I'm all for a notebook, but like, ah, click, and that's my system. So I love that you're talking a little bit like basic systems of what you can do because there's no one size fit all.
No.
It's
And
figure out what works for you. And Google Keep, write that down. Works for me. You just got to make it work for you. Make whatever
right.
work.
So 2 system really is just talking about how frequently you should call people, text people, reach out to them. The first one should be It says 2 days after your purchase. Sometimes I'll message them as soon as I get that email. Hey, thanks for the purchase. You don't have to go crazy with it. Just say thank you. Oh, saw you placed an order. Thanks for the order. I'll be in touch later on to when you've gotten it or received it. Something simple like that. You don't have to be crazy. And then after they've received their order, once you know that it's delivered, send them a message, because remember, you can see that it's been delivered. Like, you can tell when it's shipped on your workstation. You can click on it, see if it's been delivered. Send them a message. Hey, I saw your package arrive. What's your favorite scent of the ones you ordered? Did you set up your warmer? Take a picture of it and send it to me. Stop taking my picture, Robin. I saw that. Here. But so like, just have them take a picture and tag you in it. So I have a label that when I'm delivering my orders, that says, is it brag? Oh, what does it say? Something about tagging and bragging. That snap, tag, brag. So snap a picture, tag me, and brag about the product, so that they're advertising for you. Get them to do the work for you. But I send that so that when I ask them how they liked it, of that. And then the next one is after 2 months. So anywhere from 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, somewhere in there, you need to be reaching out, seeing if they need a refill. Like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Oh, hey, if I keep going, it actually talks about each of these. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Those are good things for people to like even take a picture of right now. You know, like give them a second. Maybe they need to take a picture of that. How do you say it? You know what I mean?
And
'Cause
by the
sometimes
way,
people
these are
get caught up in
actually,
how to say it.
yeah, these are actually from Scentsy. I don't remember which one of our trainings. It might have been one of our accelerated leadership when we were talking about follow-up. But they actually have trainings that talk about how to follow up. So this all came from there. And then, so there's the 2 weeks out of the box. That's the other thing. Some of them, when you open a warmer, many times is it a pain in the butt to figure out what goes where? They've gotten better, but the boxes used to have like 4 pieces. Some of our old warmers, like, there were shades, and I don't know how long you've been around, but it's been crazy along the way. So, and this last one. So, did you get everything on your wish list? That starts them thinking other things that they might want. So
That could
always,
provoke a party convo.
exactly. So some of these questions are sort of leading to keep the conversation going. After 2 months, ask them if they need a gift or anything. Like, you have to realize that these just keep adding conversations. They're ways to get the conversation going. Need extra cash for holidays. So August, September, that's what I push is, do you need an extra paycheck for the fall, for Christmas? Who could use 3 extra paychecks? Ideas of how to pay for their gifts. Trying to remember what all I put. Make your conversations always sound like you, because how I say things versus how Robin says things are
Hey,
two
boo.
complete.
That's me.
She has got me saying, "Hey, friends." I said that in class today. Funny. I got some looks, but like, make it sound like you. Be personable. Be yourself. Don't be someone different. It's not worth it. They want to know you. And this is where it goes back to the attraction marketing. Be you. Be authentic.
Don't be afraid to be yourself. Although it is scary. I get it. I'm not dissing that nervousness. I get it.
Yes. I don't know.
Not
I
everybody's
think
gonna
that's
like you, but those people that connect, they will. And those are your people.
yes.
Okay. We did really well so far. I have
We
one
have
more thing
goodness.
I'm going to talk about. I know we did really good, but I want to leave it open to us. I know that's a lot to digest, and I know as a teacher, when I say any questions, it's always a no. So like, just think for a minute, like, what I want everybody in the chat right now. I want you to type something that is a good takeaway for you that you felt was like, okay, I connect with that point, that moment that they said this. I like that. That's something I could do or do better at. Or maybe I'm already good at that and I've just been, what's the word, verified that I'm good at it, validated that I'm good at that, or what? What is some takeaway that you have? And I would love to read them. I don't have to say who says what if you don't want, but like tell us something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm often asked, and while you think, I'm going to say this. I'm often asked because I've done Scentsy on a whim. I did it on a whim, guys. I didn't even know we did all this stuff. On a whim for 3.5, I'm going on my 4 years. I can't believe that. But I'm asked, Robin, how in the heck out of these 3 out of the 4 years that you've been with Scentsy have you earned an incentive trip? I earned 3 out of the 4. That's not a brag, but that's me. I did. I earned Cabo. I earned Alaska. I didn't take Alaska because it was COVID and I didn't want to go on a cruise yet. And then I earned Hawaii now, 3 out of the 4. And Cindy, I love that you're saying that. Okay, hold on. People ask how you done it. Again, it's not all about an incentive trip, but I know a lot of you are like, man, I want to go to I want to go to Hawaii. I wish I was going. And you're like thinking, where will next year be? The work you do now in the spring and summer with all of this that we're saying is setting you up for that possibility in the fall. No doubt, hands down, fall is the best selling season for Scentsy. Fall and winter, because obvious reasons. People are home more. People want Scentsy more. I'm just being real. They're not as on the go. Christmas, all the things. Okay. The best selling season. So attraction marketing right now, you're going to see me if you follow me. If you don't follow me yet on Facebook, follow me. You're going to see me being incredibly intentional about what Scentsy does in my life for me. I'm going to be very vulnerable. I'm scared to do it, but I'm going to be very vulnerable because I'm attracting those people that I don't even know are watching. And then
Faith, it's
eventually they're
okay.
going to come to me. They're going to come to me because I've seen it. I'm not talking like I'm saying all this for no reason, but they're going to come to me, or they're going to be more like, yeah, I have thought about it. Whenever like I ask them, have you ever thought about? And then when the fall time comes, they're going to be more likely to say, yes, I'm on board. Let's try it. Or yes, I will have a party because a party is worth it or whatever. But all these little seeds I'm planting and watering intentionally in my business, in the attraction of why Scentsy is amazing and all the things, I'm going to water them intentionally during the spring and summer. And then we harvest in the fall, as if that makes sense. Stacey, does that make sense? I'm harvesting in the fall, all these little seeds I'm planting.
Yes, you want to plant the seeds now
It's like
because
literally spring. That's what you do.
yes, and like they're gonna watch you from now until then, and you want to plant the seeds now so the next incentive will start in August. So you want to be planting the seeds to be able to have that team growing in August.
Mhm. Or your sales growing. You know what I mean? If
Yes,
you're not sharing and attracting people to the product now with attraction marketing, or attracting people to the opportunity like that Scentsy is, then you're gonna regret it come August and September if that's one of your goals to earn an incentive trip. You're gonna be like, dang, I should have started this a while ago because people
heard.
are watching, and then they start
Sorry.
asking you about it in
Oh,
January, and you're like, January is too late. I need you in August to get you help, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna read some of these little chat things. I won't necessarily say who, but you all can read them. So we say, be myself and show people what you're using. Yes, social media is a free tool. It's free. People will watch. And the haters can hate, but those people who want to know, who trust you, trust me, it's worth it, okay? I slack on following up. Now I'm gonna make sure everybody I follow up on. Yes, like I literally make a point in my business to follow up with people by literally going through Facebook. Like, don't mindlessly scroll. I literally will go comment, make that a job, a part of the business. Go comment on people's stuff. Okay. 5 people, 5 new people a day, or 5 different people a
Mm-hmm.
day I follow up with. And by follow up, I mean comment, connect. Don't necessarily mean follow up, you need more Scentsy, but connect, build that. 5 new people a day, make that the goal. Sharing my goals has brought me so many people, new customers. Yes, when you share the real and why and what you're doing, people are more likely to connect with you because it's real. Imagine if you shared even more real, what that would do. Okay. You don't want to share your face. I love you anyway, Cindy. It's okay. I get it. We all rock this out. Yes. I love you. Kane is crazy. I feel that too. My children are sleeping, I think.
You hope.
So anyway, I love y'all. I really hope that was helpful hearing from us. Get a method to follow up. It doesn't have to look like mine. It doesn't have to look like Stacy's. It just looks like whatever it looks like for you, but do
Stop.
it because it's much easier to keep a customer who's already purchased from you than to go find a new one.
Mm-hmm.
They will forget about you because life's hectic, not because they're intentionally trying to forget about you, but they will forget about you and forget about Scentsy. So you have to be the one to make them remember you. So that sometimes
Mm-hmm.
means you have to take the first step, even though it's scary to talk to them, even if it's nothing about Scentsy. But if you do a good job about reminding them that you are Scentsy affiliated, when they think of you, they'll automatically think Scentsy. Oh yeah, I needed a wax refill. I'm glad she talked to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right. We are signing off. Stacy, I love you.
Yes.
Thank you for
Love
being
you.
on here. And I appreciate you all for listening and anybody who watched our video on our channel here. And we hope it was helpful. Stay tuned for next week or the week after to be determined which ones we do because we might need a minute to think and breathe. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Love you.
Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.